What's your first memory of the internet?
Trying to come up with an AOL screen name in November 1995, then being told I only have 10 minutes to be online because we were paying by the minute, probably playing those games on Nickelodeon.com.
Dial-up sounds, welcome. You've got mail. S-Buddy in S-Buddy out.
Ask Jeeves. GeoCities. Chat rooms. Napster.
Badger 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 mushroom mushroom.
Approximately 1994, I'm 5 years old, older brother tells me to type in boobies. Down the screen drips a woman showing off what I assumed was a wig on her PP. Brother tells mom what I did, no more computer, trying to look at Sailor Moon artwork. Each picture took 5 minutes to load.
My edgelord friend showing me stuff from Rotten.com.
Using Prodigy back in 1990.
Hash caking ding ding ding.
1997. I went on AOL and the very first person I talked to in a chat room was Fish369. She told me about the band No Doubt. I had never heard of them before.
AOL. My granddaddy had it. My grandma liked to knit, so her username was Blanket Mama. 1997.
AOL on Windows 98. Even writing that gives me a nostalgia cocktail. My 7th grade class was introduced to Netscape Navigator in the library. I was immediately hooked. I was like, what? This thing has the answers to everything I've ever been afraid to ask another human. The first thing I looked up was, what is grunge?
Getting told off by my father because I tried to go online when he was trying to call someone else.
Playing on Barbie.com with my sister, until my dad needed to use the phone.
We would hop on chat rooms in school. My brother's class was supposed to type in a government search. I cannot remember exactly what it was. Half the class accidentally typed in com instead of gov and got to see pictures of Bill and Hillary, obviously before Monica, photoshopped into some compromising positions.
In high school in the early 90s, a computer nerd friend showed me how to download a copy of the script to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. 5 years later, I met my husband online, much cooler.
I remember playing Chuzzle and Diner Dash and Feeding Frenzy and all that.
1992, Alta Vista was the best search engine. I'm so sad that it's gone.
Dial-up to a Unix box over SL, IP and learning Bash so I could use links and Usenet. The first site I ever went to was NASA's, and it was all text-based. I'm old.
Searching golden retriever puppies on Google Images at about 8 years old. All I did for about a year after was look at pictures of dogs on Google Images. Clearly a fitting username.
Merc chat rooms. Red alert. Ski free for hours.
Playing shitty flash games online. Man, those were the times.
Homestarrunner.com.
Addicting games or that Mila ha ha video. Or you kicked my dog, or this is the end of Z World videos.
Neopets, and then a TATU fan website with a chat room with about 20 or less regulars in it because I wasn't savvy with instant messengers when I was like 10.
It was 1997. And I was excited because AskJeeves.com was apparently capable of answering questions you typed into the search engine.
When I think back, I remember the horrible screech that the computer made when connecting. Lol, that, and where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I actually purchased Netscape in a store around my early teens. Kinda seemed like a novelty at the time, as if nobody knew what it was, or how to make use of it. Our school got online around at that time, but us students rarely got to use it, apart from during the odd project, as the school didn't have that many computers connected either way. I also remember one of the few lucky kids whose parents got internet at home, racked up quite the phone bill in just a few days or so and got yelled at. Playing on Kellogg's.com? Yes, the cereal company. They advertised online games on their cereal boxes back then.
There was a website that was essentially a drawing of Barney the dinosaur, and you use different weapons to attack him. Like, pick a machine gun, and the drawing would be riddled with bullet holes. I have no idea why we found this so amusing at the time. Edit. Found it https://impressive.net/games/barney/fun.git.
1. Line. At a time took forever to get to see nipple.
My friend's Angel Fire Star Wars fan page. When you started it up, it played the Star Wars theme, the Cantina song, and the Imperial March. All at the same time. There were also a lot of JPEGs of rotating ships.
www.sex.com. www.newgrounds.com.
Downloading a picture of Michael Jordan dunking and being impressed. It took 8 minutes.
1992 telnet:/whip.isca.uiowa.edu.
Putting the phone's receiver onto the coupling device. I remember my older brother came over and hooked it up for us. And the first time we heard that screech from the dial-up, my head almost exploded. After it was all set up, I set up an email and started searching for haunted places in Virginia.
I used to send bank path emails to Tom Clancy, Clifford Stoll and other famous people. It was fun chatting with them.
Looking at Pokemon cards on Pokeorder. I'd even sing a jingle I made about the site as my dial-up internet slowly loaded each page.
Logging in through AOL to that home screen with categories like sports, entertainment, news. Using WebCrawler. X-Files news groups.
My damn but funny uncle showed my cousins and me that stupid video of a car driving in the distance just for some zombie to jump scare me.
OMG, why isn't he online? Get OFF the computer, I'm waiting for a damn phone call.
Kmart Blue Light Special. Old dial-up service that Kmart offered. If I'm remembering that correctly. While active, a banner took up the bottom fifth of the screen, with an ad. My Nana was over, and I was showing her the internet. As she's looking at the screen, the ad changes to show a Victoria's Secret model. My first memory of the internet was showing my Nana tits on the internet.
There was a website called Webkinz that my sister and I played as kids. You buy some stuffed animal and use some access code. You make rooms in a house for them and play mini games. This was 2008-ish. Edit. Oh? It still exists. https://www.webkinz.com.
Even my stepdad sent email in the late 80s via big university servers, but my own was maybe round 96 when I viewed European newspapers from Japan via Netscape Navigator.
Mine was sitting in a library on the US base near Mannheim, Germany in 1993 and trying to log into the internet for the first time on the library computer. The computer was a 386SX with 1 megabyte or RAM and what I believe was a 9600 baud modem. It took minutes to load a single page, and that was before most pages had any photos or other non-text content.
1991. Gopher, Usenet,
MSN Messenger and Neopets.
Constantly running back to my mum to ask what was the name of the site with cute cat videos as I type it in the search bar one letter at a time. It was YouTube.
Going on YouTube and thinking I caught a virus on my dad's computer because of the Trollolol video. 2011. Searched Super Mario Bros. Tricks on YouTube, the song on the video Finger 11, Paralyzer Smile, trolling the chat rooms in AOL. Then figuring out how to use news groups, asking dumb questions on Ask Jeeves and exploring the vast world of Pokemon fansites in 1998.
Googling titties on the family computer one day after school, playing flash games like on addictinggames.com before Nickelodeon bought it, and things like Club Penguin. Also stuff on YouTube like Retarded Policeman, Try Not to Laugh, Fred etc. Sitting in my parents' basement at like 8 or 9 years old, I remember sending my first email. It was a joke to one of my friends. One snake says to another, "Are we venomous?" The other replies, "I'm not sure why. 'Cause I just bit my tongue." Clearly I was a hilarious child.
Watching a video of friends playing Smash Brothers Brawl and my mom getting mad at me because one guy said bastard. First memory was seeing the Google homepage. Second memory, at school when I was like 10 when I saw a printout for Shiters.com lying on the ground. I was way too young to see that shit.
I was playing a Blue's Clues game in kindergarten, 9900, and my parents had me play it once a day for a week. I don't know if they knew about this contest or not, but I remember them saying that I won a trip to Jamaica because of this game. We found out through our AOL email. Got to fly out with like 4 other families, meet the Og Steve, eat ice cream out of bucket, dig up treasure with shovel, actually hunt for clues with Blue, yes a suit, whole thing was free save for the gas down and back, some meals, parking spot for the car and souvenirs, and that one magnet I broke in that shop. Sorry ma, I'm convinced I've used all my good luck on this one tongue. RuneScape would later confirm this to be true.
1985. Setting the handset of the phone on my friend's acoustic coupler modem. Downloading MIDI files. They had Mr.'s Kyria listen.
That's awful sound of connecting, and getting pissed if anyone picked up the phone.
3rd grade computer lab dragonbolts.com.
1992 at Austin and everyone running to the library between classes to send each other email. Sitting right next to each other and you hear, dude, this you just get my email.
Pamela Anderson, ICQ, dial-up and Quake.
Pre-trial of America Online. My friend down the street had Prodigy. We found a game called Gemstone 3 and would use up all our free hours playing it. Netscape Navigator's awesome animated logo with a shooting star.
#. No area code back then, ring. SKKKSSSSHHHHH. 10 minutes later #. Damn it Billy, are you on the internet again? You know I'm not paying for any more minutes this month.
BBS called ISCA. Iowa Student Computer Association. I had to look it up on Wikipedia to be sure, but it was pre-WWW. It was so cool, you could talk to random people all over the world.
Using the Vax phone application to text chat with my high school friend who was at another college in 1986.
BBS's I loved one in particular. I remember a discussion in one chat room about this new thing called the World Wide Web. I remember my father using his Commodore 64 and a 2400 baud, may have even been 1200, modem to dial up the bank to transfer his child support to my mother's bank account. But I think that was before the internet, mid-80s. He did it until the bank called him up and told him to stop, his modem was way too slow. Internet banking before it was a thing.
Watching Little Pet Shops.
Ernie and Bart. Plus Olivetti green screens, Pop Tropica or Moshi Monsters.
Habbo Hotel https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/habbo.
Using a computer at an event, that was Bever Internet was widely available in my country, around 1996, to look up the next Babylon 5 episodes.
Using Delphi to access news groups and Gopher. Configuring Trumpet to access a PPP services Winternet in Minneapolis. Then getting Mosaic, going on pbs.org.
Pop Tropica and Advocates.
Playing one of those PBS games, Wild Kratts was the shit.
RuneScape, Gaia Online, Ebombs World, lolfun.com, Yahoo Teen Chat, Neopets.
My uncle came over to have dinner and set up his dial-up password account on our computer. He told me to go to www.yahoo.com to look for stuff. I ran downstairs like 10 times to ask him what the name of the site was because I couldn't remember it and did not know about history or back buttons too much yet. Not sure why I didn't just write it down. This was 1995. I was 11.
My friend fucking around on AOL chat room pool party number 23 finding girls to have cyber sex with, literally telling them his A/S/L was fucking 18/M/Collie. He was 13 and we live in Ohio.
Going to an on-campus computer lab so you could sign in to use the LAN and send an electronic letter to someone. Anyone with instructor access to the LAN could read all of the letters. That was 1990. Home internet connections were all DIY until 1992. Even then you had to know the IP addresses you wanted to go to because there were no search engines. Most communications were done on open message boards. A single 8x10 color photo could take 30 minutes or more to download. Yes, I am old.
Pokemon.com https://pokemon.com. It was just a Pokédex back then. I was in kindergarten, and the GT teacher took us to a computer in an office in our school. Supposedly the first and only one in the district with it. The only thing we knew about it was from commercials that said to find Nickelodeon go to AOL keyword, Nick. So we spent like a half hour trying to find where to put in the keyword, but we never found it, and thus concluded my first foray into the internet.
Looking up the backstory of IG-88 on Wikipedia. It was back when Therefore I Am, the tale of IG-88 was still canon.
Me playing on Noggin's website, seeing what new worlds Moose and Z would travel to each month. That was something incredible. It gave me something to look forward to on the first of each month, you know? Shame kids' websites always have to be renovated. Incidentally, does anyone know where I could find old PBS Kids and Nick Jr., Noggin games?
When I was in junior high we had to watch a pre-taped news show every morning called Channel 1 News. This is where Anderson Cooper, Lisa Ling and others got their start back in '91. During commercial breaks on Channel 1, they would air commercials for the internet. My vague recollection of these commercials are that it showed a little British girl in a wide-brimmed hat standing in the middle of a long empty stretch of highway out in the desert. She would say things like the information superhighway is coming, and then go on about all of the amazing things we would be able to do once we all got connected. I remember all of us in class being like, what the fuck is this girl talking about? We had barely used computers in day-to-day life at this point, so the concept made zero sense to us.
If I'm being 100% honest, being rickrolled, Prodigy Internet predated the web. I remember when the World Wide Web was added as a feature.
Convincing an anti-Hansen chat group to listen Hansen. Weird totally gets rid of headaches, guys. Just try it out, something about the frequency they recorded it on. All bullshit, but they fucking listened, was trolling before it had a name. The 90s were wild.
I used to play a lot of dress-up games when I was little. I would say those are my first memories of the internet.
Looking up a Shakira song on YouTube that I had to memorize for a group performance in elementary school.
The YouTube greatest freak-out video where the kid goes under the blanket in his bedroom and he comes out in his underwear.
92 or 93, I think. AOL assigned me a weird login. I was linked to my university and to my job. Slow as a snail in January.
Thank you for watching. We publish amazing Reddit stories every day. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to keep the dog smiling.